Hey guys, welcome to my presentation. This is The Politics of Boom and Bust, A Push Chapter 33. Anyways, let's begin. This is Warren G. Harding. Warren G. Harding was the president of the U.S. from 1921 to 1923. His running was filled with scandal and he was oblivious to the corruption of his staff. He was a pacifist and didn't like saying no to hurt people's feelings. All around, a pretty good guy. His staff team consisted of people such as Andrew Mellon, Herbert Hoover, Albert B. Fall, and Harry M. Daugherty. This is Andrew Mellon. Andrew Mellon was a head treasurer under Warren G. Harding. He fought for low tax rates during the war so that business owners would not go out of business and the U.S. would be economically stable. Even after Warren Harding, he would continue to benefit the U.S. in office.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
This is Herbert Hoover. Herbert Hoover was the Secretary of Commerce under Harding. SOC wasn't really a high-valued position, mainly because they didn't have a lot of responsibilities or duties. He wasn't really supported by many because he supported the League of Nations and just recently converted to Republican.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Nonetheless, he served under Coolidge after Harding died and then became president. This is Albert B. Fall. Albert B. Fall was the Secretary of Interior under Harding. This meant that he was responsible for the uses of natural resources. He became close friends with people who made up the Ohio Gang, which secured him in Harding's administration. Fall won a lot of elections based on luck and sympathy. He accepted bribes, which got him later arrested for 1 year. Some could say he fell off. Alright, not really funny, okay. I was just trying my best here. This is Harry Daugherty. Harry was the United States Attorney General, although he never wanted to be this. He ran for the Ohio Attorney General in 1985, but lost to Frank S. Monet due to trust issues. The Foraker faction dominated most elections, and due to Frank being a loyalist, Harry lost. However, the Republican National Committee seen Harry's values and wanted to work with him. After meeting Harding, Harry became his manager, and sooner or later, Harding elected him as the U.S. Attorney General.
Come on, vote for me. I will literally be the best general here.
No one cares. I am a loyalist, so I automatically win.
Next is Charles R. Forbes. Friends with Harding, Forbes helped to deliver Washington's vote at the Republican National Convention. Wanting to be part of the U.S. Shipping Board, which controlled the private ports of the U.S., Harding denied his request and appointed him to the War Risk Bureau. Senate would later make the Veterans Bureau, and Forbes was made director of it. He used this power to establish the Veterans Bureau tenure. Calvin Coolidge, the 30th President of the U.S. Coolidge was in office from 1923 to 1929. He became experienced with politics before by campaigning with William McKinley, 25th President. In 1900, he was elected as city solicitor, which made him gain even more experience. Coolidge did a lot of jobs as a politician before president, such as being a replacement for the clerks of counts. One of my favorite quotes of Coolidge was,
"We ain't voting for you, you don't have any kids."
Might give me some time, 9 months to be exact.
The Ohio Gang. The Ohio Gang was a group of politicians under William Harding who were involved in many scandals. Some members included Harry Daugherty, Albert B. Fall, Charles Forbes, and others such as Will Hayes, who was the Postmaster General, and Jess Smith, an official of the Justice Department. Forbes and Fall were convicted and sent to prison. Daugherty was tried for selling illegal liquor permits, but was acquitted. Coolidge forced him to resign soon after. As for Jess Smith, she sadly committed suicide. The American Legion. This was a non-profit organization of U.S. war veterans made up of state, U.S. territory, and overseas departments, and these are in turn made of local posts. Their job was to lobby on interests of veterans and service members. Lobbying was basically paying someone to fight for you and making decisions in Congress. It was very controversial. Journalists considered it legal bribery. Next is the Teapot Dome Scandal. The Teapot Dome Scandal was a bribery scandal in which the Ohio Gang committed. Albert Fall leased petroleum from the Navy reserves in Teapot Dome, Wyoming, as well as 2 locations in California. He was convicted of accepting bribes from other oil companies and was later convicted. Once again, he fell off. Okay, I tried doing it the second time. I thought maybe it would be funnier, but alright. The Agricultural Marketing Act. This was an act passed in 1929 by Herbert Hoover, which established the Federal Farm Board from the Federal Farm Loan Board with a funding of $500 million. This was originally made to give farmers money to raise livestock and grow crops. However, Hoover didn't want people to rely on government money, as it was deemed unconstitutional. Next is Black Friday. We think of Black Friday as running to the stores after Thanksgiving and buying stuff for ridiculous deals. However, it was actually a bad thing back then. The gold market collapsed, causing the stock to plummet lower than 20% the next week. People refer to these days as the Black Days or the Dark Times. And it just so happened to be on a Friday, so today we call it Black Friday. Who would have knew? Anyways, that's it for my presentation. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys learned some new things. I hope this is going to be really helpful for our AP test. And yeah, thanks a lot. Hopefully this gets an A. Yeah, that's it.